Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to get a job as a teenager. So are you 17, 18, 19 watching this video? You've tried applying for jobs and your lack of experience is kind of holding you back. I'm going to give you some tips on how to get a job as a teenager. So number one, okay, you want to put anything on your resume as experience. Anything you can think of as experience, put it on there, especially if it is relevant to the job. So you don't want your experience just blank. So put it on there, and also have a skills section. So I would put a skills section on any resume, but it's especially crucial for a teenager. Do you have any skills that you know that would look very job appropriate? It can even be something simple like Microsoft Office skills. Just put it on there. It's better than not having anything. Another tip is write a cover letter. So how can you stand out? Write a cover letter. Most people don't do it. In the workforce, maybe like 5% write a cover letter. So it's something that can make you stand out. You can showcase your personality a little bit, and it's just a very useful tool. If you're the only one that wrote a cover letter and like nobody has experience, like it's a bunch of teenagers applying to one job, you're probably going to be the one that gets hired. You wrote a cover letter. It's going to show the manager you took your time. You really want this. And, if everybody is equal, has no experience, like you're going to be the one that stands out and is hired. So write a cover letter. It is very crucial. Another tool to stand out is LinkedIn. So even if you have no experience, making a LinkedIn just shows that you are ambitious. You are very professional, especially if you put a professional photo on there. You can put your education on there, which high school you graduated from, and it is a great tool. It shows employers that like, hey, you're very serious. You're trying to be as professional as possible. You have your own social profile, which is LinkedIn, which is an amazing tool. And it also lets you reach out to recruiters. It can help you reach out to hiring managers. And let me tell you guys, I know you guys are young, but networking is everything. I'm sure your parents will tell you that. I'm sure you'll find that out as life goes on, but networking is everything. So make sure you network successfully, and LinkedIn, very valuable tool. Put it on your resume. You can just put a link at the top. This is my LinkedIn, and it'll be very useful. It'll stand out to employers. So what's the next step? Getting an interview. So maybe they want to bring you in, or they just interview everybody. So what I can tell you guys is make sure you dress professionally. Dress up shirt or a polo at the least. Slacks, dress shoes, okay? Dress the part, dress appropriately, show them that you want it and that you are professional. When I was 17, 18, I believe I had an interview for, I think it was Best Buy, and the guy sent me home because I guess I didn't dress appropriately enough. So I learned a very valuable lesson that day. Always dress well for an interview. Never go in jeans, never go in tennis shoes. Always look the part, look professional. It'll make you stand out. And interview advice, don't get nervous. Try your best, to answer the questions appropriately. Even share a laugh with the interviewer if you can. But make sure you dress appropriately. That is definitely an important aspect. So what type of place will hire a teenager? Obviously you lack experience, you have no degree, and you're wondering what kind of job will hire me. So usually any kind of fast food chain will hire teenagers, especially McDonald's. They kind of make a business model out of it. Any coffee shop, Starbucks, Dutch Bros, like any kind of retail store, Walmart, Target, any kind of convenience store, like Michael's Arts and Crafts, any kind of like dollar store, any place that has a cashier that pays minimum wage, they'll probably gladly hire a teenager. Would I recommend any of these jobs? Sure. Like if you can't really get anything else, like I would definitely recommend you got to get your feet wet somewhere. You got to get experience somewhere. So working at one of these jobs for like a year is definitely not the worst thing in the world. You finally have a job to put on your resume, which is amazing. I would probably aim for something a little higher, right? Like I think a great first job would be like a waiter or waitress. You can make way more than minimum wage. You're probably going to make, close to double that with the tips. So, find something that is a little more valuable, find something that can make you a little more money, but at the same time, you're just trying to get your first job. You're trying to get your first job. That's what you should be focused on and not worry about the pay too much. But if you can land something better like that, like a waiter or a waitress, or, get your feet wet there, get some tips and make some good money, that's great. But if not, just get a job at one of the places I mentioned, coffee shop, fast food, convenience store, retail. There's so many places you can apply. Barnes and Noble, there's many, many places. Any place that has a cashier. So go apply. Somebody will hire you. You just have to send out many applications, don't give up, and you will eventually land your first job. Like I said, just do the steps I said earlier in this video, and you will, land your first job and get your first paycheck. So when you get your first paycheck, you're going to be so happy. And like you finally accomplished one of the big milestones in your life. And there's going to be many, many more paychecks after that. And hopefully, you'll excel your career, whether you go to college or trade school or, just work your way up in some type of company. You're going to make more and more money and have a good life. So I believe in you guys. You'll get your first job, and good luck to all of you.